Good day, everybody. My name is Veta and I'm the founder and CEO of Fish and Fins, Kids Ocean Club based on the beautiful Caribbean island of Montserrat. Here we teach children to swim, snorkel, and get involved in marine science. I would have loved to been able to meet you in person, but in the meantime, what I'm going to do is to share a quick video of the work that we do here at Fish and Fins, and so you can get a bit of a vibe of my island, where we are and what we do. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with Montserrat, we are in the Eastern Caribbean. We have a population of about 4,500 people. We're living on an active and live volcano, and we have say 20 to 45% live coral reef cover. Personally, I'm a single mom. I'm the mother of a 9-year-old son. His name is Ezra. And I started this Kids Ocean Club with really nothing. I had just the will to make a difference in the community, just the help of our community as well. Fishers, parliamentarians, child protection experts, divers, everything, all sorts of folks came together to support me in this initiative. And my purpose really has been driven around making sure that our children could be safe at sea so that they can get to immerse themselves in our coral reefs. And why? So that they can connect the dots and realize that the reefs are not just a beautiful place for folks to holiday, but also it's where their legacy and birthright lies. It's where holds a lot of untapped value for our region. So I really felt it was important for them to get involved. I am perhaps a very unlikely speaker for this event, but a shout out to Reef Futures and the team for inviting me, because I believe that we need to have more business unusual at this time. We need to do business unusual in order to really realize the 2030 global goals in this ocean decade. So without wasting any more time, I want to go straight into the video and then into our presentation. Thank you so much.
It's rebuilding time. All monstrations abroad, please come. Nobody go run me away from me country. Yeah, me go stay till kingdom come. Sometimes we shake and rumble, act up now and then, but paradise goes settle down again. I love every hill and gully, every brook, stream and valley. She's still my emerald city, Montserrat nice, nice, nice. Despite the danger,
I hope you enjoyed that video. I wanted to start my presentation with a deeper dive into our mission at Fish and Fins. So at Fish and Fins, our mission is to empower and unite Caribbean youth in creating and sharing solutions that will safeguard the future of our oceans, grow our blue economy, and build climate resilience. We do this in a number of ways: through citizen science, advocacy, holiday camps, international internships, and also volunteering experiences. We have even engaged local teachers in marine awareness, getting them in the water and exploring immersive resources available for their classrooms. Over the past 2 years, though, my work has been focused more on how we can create pathways for international organizations and individuals like you to work more equitably in the Caribbean blue economy. Now, to enact equity is to provide all people with fair opportunities to attain their full potential. Now, I am personally on this same journey. It is my lived experience as I've come to the marine conservation space from fashion retail and a property law background. I'm not a marine scientist or a marine policy expert, However, I am an advisory member to the Government of Montserrat's Conservation and Environmental Management Act, and I sit on steering committees to its Marine Spatial Plan. I'm also on the island's Green Energy Task Force. Now, as we all strive to ensure the future of lives and livelihoods in the global south, we can really ignite community power through scientific evidence and collaborations in completely unlikely places. Just for 1 minute, imagine what we could do by leveraging your team's considerable restorative science experience in small island communities like mine. Now, we believe in investing in local blue champions, including fishers especially, as shown in these photos, and young people who are eager to learn and have already demonstrated their capacity for picking up new skills. Not only that these people are ideally placed in community for transmitting the message of ocean stewardship to the wider villages and community, but they give talks within schools. They tell their families about the work that they're involved in. They cross-pollinate new ideas to local youth groups and churches, etc. It's really fantastic to see. Now, I believe co-designing citizen science models with Native and Indigenous people is a valuable key to integrating science in small communities and to meeting people exactly where they're at. It helps in nurturing and utilizing interest and passion for the marine environment so that ordinary people just like me can contribute to gathering scientific data about the coral reefs that they know and they love. People want to contribute to the solutions, but they need to know how and they need to be shown how. Now, I'm here to share with you some practical tips on how you can better integrate your projects in small communities just like mine. Now, in building equitable collaborations in small islands, I tend to work with about 5 key tips. One is swimming lessons, not to be underestimated in the Caribbean region, because learning to swim, ocean conservation, ocean science are all part of the intersection of where race, space, and class collide. We cannot expect this generation of Caribbean people to want to protect and manage their resources or even confidently design ocean-inspired innovations if they're unable to observe the marine environment for fear of losing their lives. Now, once we reconnect and access the ocean space through learning to swim, then what? We must create social impact. Now, personal relationships, as we all know, matter a whole lot. And a diverse team is more likely to build relationships with those grassroots individuals, local stakeholders, and community influencers, with less chance of creating suspicion or feelings of exploitation. In order to get to this place, though, we would need to really consider our personal biases so that we can clearly identify who needs to be partners in order to build power and partnerships that provide access to finance, information flow, and full participation of the income poor and marginalized in communities. Now, investing in local science, this is a big one. And these are some of the things that I think we can practically do. Offering long-term loan of equipment so that locals can continue to explore their own backyard, interpret and use data. Also, opportunities to collaborate with global scientists. University-level trainings and fellowships should be embedded in science projects, example, funding and bursaries or field studies. In fact, I believe this should be standard practice in academia. And finally, proposing a framework for establishing a financing platform. I believe that we should find space in our projects to co-design a pipeline of bankable projects to match investor types in the conservation sector. This is important for sustainability. And 4, now, empowering local NGOs and strengthening collaborations. The main challenges to successfully and implementing restorative science in the Caribbean is political will and human resources. I don't know if you would agree, but often with governments as our main partners, we tend to be feeding finance through systems that are already broken or oftentimes inadequate. Now, we have a responsibility as allies to create disruption. We need to create disruptions so that we can create opportunities, because opportunities create entrepreneurship, and entrepreneurship actually creates innovation. Now, innovation in these islands is not a luxury for us. It is an absolute must. And solidarity leads to mentorship opportunities, access to greater circles of influence, shared pathways and platforms, recommendations, grants, advice, and so on. And I would also go further to say it would be wise to consider that what you would like to do in the Caribbean, for example, I promise you, someone, somewhere, some local individual has either tried to do it or already doing it to some extent, despite the challenges in capacity and access to resources and further training. Therefore, with full transparency, you can see why folks may hesitate to help in project design and implementation without being compensated. Having an open and honest dialogue is necessary as a starting point, as we address whether collaboration makes good sense and how exactly the local community and its key stakeholders will benefit. Finally, creating legacy projects. How are our people better off? How is the community left better off? Are we filling entry-level jobs still? Are we providing low-paying jobs? Is that our target? Or has local expertise been strengthened? Can we efficiently, the NGOs on the ground, efficiently manage and sustain the projects? I believe making projects 3 to 5 years is more ideal, and you need to make your HR budgets bigger so that we can value traditional knowledge and expertise and add a dollar figure to that line. Now, it's time for us to leave our footprint in small islands where we work, rather than doing this temporary assignments that the tides can easily wash away. I have here a quick snapshot of just a few of the extraordinary people that we have worked with over the years, from fishers to children, scientists, Olympic swimmers, volunteers, divers, artists. Perhaps you even can recognize some of these faces. Now, working with such diverse groups of people has helped to provide space and opportunity for me and to create space and opportunity for others. Even today, I wouldn't be here to speak to you without them. Now, thank you so much for listening, and I look forward to building allyship with you as together we consider, when this season of work is over, what will we be known for? What will our legacy be?